everyone. Today I'm going to show you Zapier and explain what it does in the simplest way possible. So imagine you're doing the same repetitive task every day, like saving an email attachment to Google Drive or adding new customers from forms into your spreadsheet. So Zapier automates all of that for you. It connects your favorite apps and makes them work together automatically. So you don't have to do the boring stuff manually. So let me walk you around. So the first thing here is to log in into Zapier. You go directly to zapier.com and then so let's wait. Okay, so what you see here is called Zapier dashboard. So think of Zapier as a digital assistant that connects different apps you use every day. So here's how it works. So Zapier, it actually connects different apps that they work together. A zap is, so it creates something called a zap. So let me show you here. So when you come here, when you click create, you can create a zaps, you can create tables, interfaces, canvas, and chatbots, and many more. So a zap is just an automated workflow. It follows a simple rule. When this happens in one app, do that in another app. For example, when someone fills out a form in your website, automatically it adds their info to your email list, and it sends them a welcome email. So that's one Zap doing two things you could do manually by hand. So let's see. So the moment you come here and click Zaps, so here you're trying to create a Zap. That is an automated workflow. Okay. So Zapier works in two ways. Let me break down how a Zap actually works. It has two things. It has a trigger and action. And a trigger, it's just in simple terms it means when this happens, it is an event that starts everything. So here maybe you have your app, maybe you want to maybe the customer is trying to fill a form, so it's called a trigger. Basically, it tries to tell Zapier, just start this workflow. When a customer or a client does this, start the workflow. For example, when you receive a new email or when someone submits a form. And then we have an action here. This is where do that part comes in. So it means what happens automatically after the trigger. Like save, whenever someone receives an email, save the attachment to Google Drive or add the person to my spreadsheet. So a complete zap might be a trigger here, new email with attachment, and action, save that attachment to Google Drive. And you can also add multiple actions to one trigger. So you only have one trigger and you can have multiple actions. So Zapier here, Zapier connects over 7,000 apps and tools. So you can see here, we have Google Forms, Gmail, Google Sheets, all the apps that you can think of. And also we have built-in tools in Zapier that you can also use it to automate your workflow. So we have webhooks, we have schedule, email, and all those. So these are the apps that you can connect with your Zapier so that it can talk to each other. And you can have multi-step zaps. So you're not limited to just one action, just the way we've said here. You can create another action here. So you just click create step and then you add maybe another action. And for example, let's take an example. You have a new sale in your store. You add a customer to your spreadsheet and then you send a thank you email to the customer and then you notify your team in Slack that already a new sale has been made. So those are 4 actions from one trigger. Okay. Yeah, so you can see here we have a trigger, we have an action, and you can add more actions. Let me give you some real examples of how people use Zapier. So for small businesses owners, You can automatically save your Instagram leads to a Google Sheet and send them to a welcome email. So you get a lead and then you save it to a Google Sheet and then you send them a welcome email. And those are for small business owners. For content creators, when you post a YouTube video, automatically share it on Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Think of it like you share in multiple social media platforms. And for teams, when someone mentions you in Slack, maybe you have a channel in Slack, create a task in your project management tool so that you don't forget. So that's how Zapier is used in real world. And then for e-commerce stores, when you get a new Shopify order or maybe WooCommerce order, add the customer to your email marketing list and send them their info to your fulfillment spreadsheet. So it's so cool. The moment you're able to automate using Zapier, you can do so many things. The possibilities are honestly endless. If you're doing something manually more than twice, actually Zapier can probably automate it. So how do you get started? Actually, there is a free plan. You just come to your Zapier, and if you can see, for me, I'm already logged in and I'm actually using a free plan. So what you can do is you can even upgrade. So maybe we check for how the payments are. But for me, I'm using actually a free trial. So you can log in and use a free trial. So Zapier has a free plan that lets you create basic zaps, just the way I've shown you, which is perfect for trying it out. And you get 100 tasks per month. So you can run your Zapier to 100 tasks per month. And a task, it just means one action happening in your Zap. Remember the action that we've said? Yeah. So here's my advice actually. Just start small. Think of one repetitive thing you do every day that annoys you. I mean, there are so many things that we actually do that annoys us, you know. So here is where you select your plan. So you can see here we have free plan. So for the free plan, you can run up to 100 tasks per month, and you can be able to access Zapier automation platform, unlimited zaps, tables, and interfaces. Two-step zap. This one means you can have a trigger and an action, and also Zapier Copilot. So Zapier Copilot is like a chat GPT in Zapier. It helps you to build. If you don't want to start from scratch, it can help you to build the workflow. We also have the professional. So if you want more with your Zapier, you can pay around $20, and you can be able to run 750 tasks per month, which is kind of crazy. If you're working, maybe this can work more with e-commerce stores and people who are in content creation. It can really work better because you can be able to run multi-step zaps, so it's unlimited, and you can be able to access webhooks. I'll talk about webhooks in another video. And then email support, AI fields. This way you can connect your Gemini, ChatGPT, and all other AI models to your Zapier. Conditional form logic. You can be able even to do that with your professional the moment you pay for it. And then we have another plan, which is team. Here is where now you want to collaborate with your team, which is super crazy. You can actually automate up to 2,000 tasks. So that's how Zapier works, which is amazing. Create your first Zap and tell me how you think about it.